This rant had been bubbling for so many years, and as more and more issues present itself, it's about fucking time I go for some wailing. Jim fucking Sterling, one of the most influential reviewers out there, if you go by volume, and many people have been satisfied with his hyperbolic reviews for many years, although that started to change after a while. After Destructoid got fucked beyond repair, Sterling's YouTube channel saw a lot of success, although quite a lot of blemishes came its way and was removed from public memory because you can criticize anything this fat fuck said. I'm going to lay down all of my problems in this video you're about to watch, and well, brace yourselves. You thought I was angry with the Apollo Legend video? You've seen nothing yet, so strap the fuck in and enjoy. If you thought Kotaku or IGN were bad, well, he makes them readable. From his tepid takes about Deus Ex, specifically Human Revolution and Mankind Divided, he had an axe to grind with the both of them from word fucking go, and it's hard to say anything negative about them. For instance, with Human Revolution, his article about racial sensitivity because a black character had a fucking accent of all things. Sorry, Jim, that you need a forklift to get out of your house, but some people sound like this, and as someone from Montreal where this game was made, heavy accents are a thing. Along with constant construction. Then there was the Og Lives Matter controversy and the Augmentia pre-order. Now for the latter, I understood why there was acrimony thrown at the decision. It was such a Square Enix move that deserved all the hate. Until, of course, it was removed entirely, and they listened to their fucking fans for once. But that didn't stop Jim Sterling from painting his perception of the game in question to make it as bad as it could feasibly be, despite it being one of the best games to come out that year, and also helping kill the franchise entirely thanks to this "fuck you, you Bolshevik beluga." Then the Og Lives Matter shit happened, where people thought they were exploiting the BLM movement that had started around the time, despite Deus Ex games having long-ass development. As, we know how long it takes for those fucking games to come out. And it painted the Beluga's review in the process. Although, just to say this, it's quite funny that was seen as exploiting the name of the movement despite for the past few years every goddamn corporation rallied behind BLM, and nothing of the sort was said to them from these sycophants. Politics affected his channel and his reviews since nearly the beginning. It didn't slowly transition to being solely about politics. He was redder than a baboon's ass from word fucking go. As time went on, he became worse, of course. From his recent outcry of, "Fall Guys is too gendered," to trying to paint anything Bethesda does as a blight on humanity. As much as I hate Bethesda, they had every right to disassociate themselves from Kotaku. And guess what? Microsoft buying them isn't a bad thing either. And to the many ludicrous assertions that any game is political, which, by the way, got extra credits a dicking of a lifetime, yet this fucking whale pretty much went off scot-free after that point. Then, of course, the biggest reason I stopped watching him, the videos about regulating loot boxes. Now, Razorfist made an excellent video about this that I'll link in the description. As you can also tell, my ranting style does take after him quite a lot. But to paraphrase, don't give the government an inch or else they'll take the mile they think they deserve and good luck getting anything back in return. Having the fucking government regulate video games in any form is stupid no matter what your politics are. And guess what? That was the case for a long time thanks to shitheads like Jack Thompson. But then someone from the opposite side of the political spectrum does this, and you fucking dipshits agreed to it. So thanks, Sterling, for making that awful video about loot boxes, poisoning the minds of so many people that I'm likely to get people who argue your points whole cloth and not see the blatant double standard at present. Then again, you're also someone that argued against the Second Amendment, and how it should be removed, despite many of your arguments against Jack Thompson using the same logic as the people who defend their inalienable right. Now, of course, is another issue I have with you that you think is the only fucking reason people unsub from you. Now, I don't care if you want to identify as a man, a woman, the sun, or a fucking tree. A lot of us don't give a shit. Hell, the only thing I identify you as is a walking boil who can't pick his cock out of a fucking lineup. But considering your recent video claiming the only people that left your channel was due to your transition is horseshit to the highest degree. Your viewership had been dwindling since October 2019 and only seeing small upticks during then to now. People have been done with your shit for nearly 2 fucking years. But no, it's because you dress like you're going to a fucking poetry slam. Fuck right off with your disingenuous bullshit. It's clear this transition was nothing more than a stunt that failed horribly to get more viewers. And now you're using it as a meat shield for any criticism. Much like your former co-worker Chloe Segal. Seems like your destructor days aren't in the rearview mirror. Any that can fit your fat ass, of course. Seeing you as the years go on, I can just hear the dialysis machine crumbling under your fucking weight and cholesterol levels. Movie Bob is looking at you and going, damn, even I hit the salad bar sometimes. Now you see why people want to get away from this fucking land whale? All these issues add up to many people wanting to leave your channel. And sadly, still 900k people are around. But for those people, let me say this. If you think he cares for you, just know this. You disagree with anything this Muppet spouts, he'll throw you under the bus, and it's best to jump ship before that point. Hell, if he goes far enough, you'll get harassed and doxxed for wrongthink, considering he sided with Sarteesian, Zoe Quinn, and fucking Carlos Maza.
Deflated and defeated. It really, don't even give me that First Amendment nonsense. You have every right to say it, and I have every right to call you a fucking asshole and try to find your address and put it out there.
So leave now, or you'll suffer in the long run. I and many others will welcome you with open arms, if we can all join hands at our disdain for this commie beluga, who's taken the Jonestown Kool-Aid with the same enthusiasm as Terry Jones in an all-you-can-eat buffet.